there, Sammy here. How you doing? So I was thinking today about beginnings. I wanted to start making some YouTube videos, but I have no idea what to make them about. I'm also bad at editing, so I decided, you know what? I'll just start, because I could wait, but then sooner or later, waiting just turns into stalling. You notice that? Like, waiting just becomes procrastination and stalling. So I decided, you know what, we're just gonna go and get some practice in. Just like with, starting VTubing. Because I mean, I'm pretty sure no one's gonna see this, but maybe in the future, people will see this and be like, what the crap? But anyway, starting always seems a lot scarier because you're like, well, I want to do a good job. Like how they say first impressions last. And you want to be like, I want to have a good impression. I want to start off on the right foot. But then you end up not starting at all. You end up just kind of staying there and not doing anything. So might as well get started, So that's what I'm going to talk about first. In this first kind of official YouTube video, I'm going to start talking about starting. Oh, I just realized I have that hilarious thing in the corner. I kind of want to keep it there. No, we're not doing that. And you know what? It's okay to have, when you first start, to not be perfect. Sometimes when you start off dumb, like me. But yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about. So, some people may not know this, but when I started back in last August of 2022. So that's when I actually started streaming, and then I learned about VTubers about a couple of months before that. So I literally just dove in because I'm like, this is actually really cool. So I actually just started doing that, and then I went through several PNGs before I got to this point. My very janky first model, which it's janky, it's a little stiff, but it's me, it's mine, it's my style. This is my art style, by the way. I drew everything here, including my model. In this background, I did not make the music. I'm not that talented. This music is free. Link in the description. But yeah, it's okay to just start. It might be kind of, janky, and then, just don't be, one of my sayings is push past the cringe, because no matter what you do, when you first start, it's going to be cringe. It's gonna be cringe. No matter what you do, it will be cringe. Anything that you've done more than a week ago will be cringe. But that's okay. Just push past it. And if you want to start anything, just do it. Just start. Just begin. Because no matter what you do, it will be cringe. You can never avoid the cringe. The cringe will find you, But it'll be nice to look back and see how much you've changed, That's the way I kind of like to see it, is that, it may take a while, but I think it'll be good. It'll be good for you, So when it comes to these videos, I'm someone who likes to talk. I like to rant. I will go off into the sunset about the most random topics I think about, And also, I think the other thing when people are starting, they also are worried, well, once I start, I don't want to change because that's how it is. But I'm like, no. You can change. You can change anything you want. If you start something, you either you don't like it, or you like a part of it but you don't like certain parts, just change. Just do what you want to do. Like when I first started, right? When I first started streaming, I still started with art, because art has always been my thing. It's always been my thing. But when my first design, I looked kind of like a bubbly secretary. I kind of looked like a bubbly secretary. I still had a massive amount of cleavage. That's required. The cleavage is integral to my lore. There's no negotiation about that. That has to be there. But I had a skirt. I have pants now, but no, at the time I had a skirt. And then I also looked more like a cow. My tail was smaller, my horns were rounder, everything about me said cow. I will fully admit that. I also didn't wear makeup. But then, not drama. It wasn't really drama now that I think about it. It was more like I made a change. I started something, I did not like it, and so I made a change. And so I went more or less to my current design, clothing wise. I kind of went to my current design. And then things just slowly started changing. Like my eyes got more narrow, my horns got sharper, my hair got fluffier, my tail got longer. Like my tail used to be hilariously short. Like now it's freaking massive. I love how long my tail is now. Like you can actually see it, that's not being obstructed by my hair. Like look at this thing. But yeah. But it's okay. It's okay to make changes. It's okay to adjust as you go, because it's not really a change, it's an adjustment. When you like, that's closer to what it is. It's basically an adjustment, and that's perfectly fine to do. Like heck, I change stuff all the time. Like whenever I decide, you know what, I want a new outfit. Being my own artist, I will give myself a new outfit because I can do that. Why not? It's also a great way for me to advertise, you know, like, and also like make yourself some goals. Like now, when I say goals, make goals that you yourself would want to achieve. Like goal setting is one of those things that people will be like, well, I want to lose weight, you know, and you're like, but I'm like, why? You know, or like, I want to learn a new language, and I'm like, but the problem is sometimes, but the thing is, you will never do anything unless you really want to do it. So if you're like, I want to learn a new language just to learn a new language, or do you want to learn a new language so you can read Japanese smut? You need to understand these things about yourself. And the thing about goals is you don't have to tell people either. The best goals I've ever had are the most petty goals I've ever had. Like, for example, if I wanted to get more in shape, the the motivation that worked the best is I want to physically run away from my problems. That got me more motivated. That got me in the gym. That got me weightlifting because I wanted to physically run away from my problems. Yeah, that petty. I'm just giving you an example. But no, the running with my problems thing is actually something I did. I just literally booked it. You know? That's the thing about goals, because like people are always like, well, I want to do this to look good, you know, or whatever. Like they'll be like, oh yes, I'm doing this for my health. No, you're not. No, you're not. I mean, if you are, good, but no, you're not, you know. But like, for example, with me doing like VTubing and all that, my goal was literally like, I want to see a character that looks like me. Like my goals are ridiculous. Like I want to be a plush. I want to see this design as a plush. I want to see this design be animated. I want to see this design as like one of my biggest goals is to be an anime figure. You know, I want to be an anime figure. Can you imagine what this right here would look like as an anime figure from like Good Smile or something? Because I collect figures. I collect them because not many people know this. I mean, if you know, you know, but not many people know this, but I'm an otaku. Like, not an extreme one, but if you saw my room, you would just be like, wow, that's a lot of Nendroids. That's a lot of manga. Ma'am. I just love collecting things. Like, my tastes are very normal, you know? And that's on top of the billions of sketchbooks and loose leaf paper I have everywhere because I draw. Like, God, there's a lot of books in here. There's so many things in this room. Not the room you're looking at, because I refuse to let you guys in my actual bedroom. But I might actually, like, redesign the bedroom asset I have to reflect what my room basically looks like. Put some shelves in there, put some anime figures in there, you know, stuff like that. You know, like, I would probably do that. It'd be fun. You know, express myself a little bit more. Like, not to say that I don't express myself in here. Like, I do express myself in here. I have like a lot of little knickknacks in here. I got a painting. You know, I technically have stuff on this desk, but I'm not pulling my desk up. And then don't pay attention to the arm in the corner. don't worry about that. It's fine. But yeah, like, it's okay to just start something. You're never too old either. It's never too late. If you can think about starting something, then you can go on ahead and start. Like, even if you're like, I don't have enough time, yes, you do. You do. Like, You don't need a lot of time to start. I have a full-time job that has me getting up at like 4 a.m. and I have like no energy because my job is slowly trying to kill me. But I still try. I only stream like twice a week, sometimes three, because that's all I really have time for. I also got commissions on top of that, you know? But these are all things I actually like to do. But I also take my time. So when you start something, it's okay to start slow. Just start. It's perfectly fine. Go at your pace. Don't look at other people being like, oh, well, this person streams every day and they have billions and like lots of attention. No. Don't look at that. Look at me. Now look at yourself. If you can't look at yourself, get yourself a mirror. Look at that mirror. Look at how confused you are, wondering why you're even doing what I'm saying. And just understand. It's okay to go at your own pace. It's okay to go at your own pace. It's okay to try things out. It's okay to not like things you try. If you try something, you're like, wow, I don't like this. You don't have to keep doing it. Like, I'll even give you another example. So, looking at me, right? You see me, and some people see a LewTuber. LewTubers are great people. They're funny, they're exploring and expressing their sexuality in a very fun way. They're having a blast. I'm not one of them. Not because I think it's bad, not because I don't want to express my sexuality, but because I just don't feel like it. I get tired. I get tired and bored. But I still like the way I look. I'm not going to change myself to look less sexy for the sake of my potential audience. I don't know. But I like the way I look. I forgot what the point I was trying to make. But the point is that... Oh no, I remember the point. The point is, like, at first I thought I had to be a LewTuber because of the way I look. I mean, look at me, come on. But then I'm like, I don't really want to do that. Not because it's bad, but it's just, I just don't, okay, let me put it like this. If you're gonna be a LewTuber, you need to be entertaining. You need to be somebody that people would want to watch, that people would love. I would not be a very good LewTuber. I'll say that. Because number one, I realize that I don't think in the way a lot of people do. So some things I just do not understand or think wrongly about. And so I will just kind of ruin the sexy vibe by being a dork. Like, that's more what I mean when I say I can't really be a LewTuber, is that I will just ruin the mood constantly. You know? Like, and I don't want to ruin the experience for people. If they're coming here for lewd content, I want to give them some good lewd content, but I will ruin the mood constantly by talking about how termites are really weird looking. You know, who wants to talk about, like, termite anatomy? You know? Like, the stuff like that. You know? But, like, I was going to be one, but then I changed my mind, and that's perfectly fine. I actually really like the hilarity of people thinking I'm something that I'm not, and then being like, oh, wow, she's kind of a dork. You know? And things like that are perfectly fine. You know, you could be like that too. Whatever you want to try. If you want to try, you know, being like, just do whatever. You know, you don't have to put yourself in a box. The box will form around you, whether you like it or not. But don't be like, well, I want to go in this box. I want to go in the gamer box. I want to go in the art box. I want to go in the music box. Just be like, I'm gonna try this and see if I like it. You know, like I'm gonna make myself a PNG from Pick Crew and see what I like. And also, yes, that we're gonna go everywhere because this is how I do things. If you use Pick Crew or any other type of like paper doll type of program to make a model for yourself, even if it's just temporary, that's okay. That's okay. Not everybody can draw. I'm lucky that I can draw. I know I'm lucky that I can draw. Like, that's how I've been able to get so far so quickly, is because I can draw my own stuff whenever I need to, but not everybody has that luxury or the time. If you make yourself a little Pick Crew person, that's okay. That's fine. Because it also makes it easier to go on further. So when you do eventually have the time or resources to make yourself an actual PNG or even Live 2D or 3D model, you'll have something to look at to be like, okay, so this is what I want to look like in this form. That's completely fine. Anyone who says that you're basically the equivalent of a cheater, don't listen to them. They're coming from a place of privilege and they should not be stomping on you. I come from a place of privilege and I also understand it's not that easy, you know? So it's okay. Do whatever it takes to get started. Just don't steal someone's actual stuff. Don't steal somebody's like straight up like copyrighted model. That's not the same thing. Using paper dolls or like avatar customization software of any sort, that's okay. Being like, wow, I'm just going to steal Semi's model wholesale. And I'm not Semi, I'm Shmemi. Yes, I'm Shmemi now. No, don't do that. People will notice. You know, don't do that. That's not what I'm talking about. But you're not like that, right? You don't do stuff like that. You're not that bad. You know? Because I believe in you. You know? I believe in you. I think you'll do great. Whatever you decide you want to try to do, you'll do great. It might take a while. Like, I've been doing this for a couple of months. But again, I'm lucky. But I also work hard too. And when you want to do something, you will also work hard. You know? Just go at your own pace. Focus on yourself and see what you can do. You know? When if you look at my very first video, that was garbage. But it was still mine. And I still did a lot. So, long story short, do what you want to do. Try new things if you want to try them. It's okay to change and adjust as you go. Or decide you just don't want to do it at all. All those things are completely fine. Just do your best. Because the best you can do is the best you can do. But that's basically all I have for now. I don't know. Like and subscribe. Comment below. Well, actually, no. If you're going to comment below, is there anything that you want to try or that you have been trying? How's it going? How is it going? Or what is something you've always wanted to try to do that seems impossible? I'm actually really interested in hearing about this because I love talking to people. Links to my socials in the comments below. And yeah, so thank you very much for listening to my weird rant. You have a wonderful day. And I know this is going to end at a really weird timestamp, but I don't care. Thank you for stopping by. You have a wonderful day. And bye. Love you. Bye-bye.